Right, hello, this is the Valkyrie Biker once more on another little excursion for you. So what's happened so far, I have had a quick trip to my local garage who does like maintenance for cars and bikes, and he's a biker himself, which is really nice. And had a quick check over on it because I wasn't very happy that the bike kept on stalling on me, and I thought it was just maybe user error, which I'm sure most of the time it is, because I'm still quite a new rider. He kind of confirmed that even though I've only done 761 kilometers on this bike, had a quick look at the oil, and the oil was black as anything. Really not nice. So the manual actually says on the bike manual for this Keeway Superlight 125 is to change the oil every 1,000 kilometers, but he's recommending don't do that, change it a lot earlier. So what I'm doing is I'm going to change it every 500 miles, I've put a red, now what is it called, 1040 in there, which is different to what it was originally. He's also looked at my tyres. So the standard tyres on the Keeway are fine for me at the moment. I'm not going travelling up and down the motorways at all. I'm not tending to do that because you can't anywhere on a 125 on an L plate anyway. I'm just going to be potting around learning the bike. So he said they're okay standard. However, they had deflated quite considerably over the last week, literally a week, 7 days. Whereas if you remember the last video I did, I pumped them up to about 2 bar, which was the recommended standard in the Keeway manual, and it was way below, well, about, I guess it's just a bar. So there was a problem there, and I'm not sure if it's because of air coming out the tyre when I took away the pressure pump connection. I don't know. Yeah, so I also asked him about the light on this model. Now, the lights on the Keeway standard are awful. There's no two ways about it. It is awful. I find that I really need to, I've got to negotiate this dirty again. I really need to concentrate and try and get my main head beam on as much as I can, because the dips is just diabolical. It's just you know, you have a tiny little light, a flashlight sort of thing on a big road. So he suggests to have a look at these, having a new bulb, an LED version. Obviously you have to make sure that it's within the guidelines. It's good. Guidelines of what the legality of it is now. And because I think guidelines change every year about what lights you can use. So yeah, give me a shout down below in the comments. What lights do you guys use on your Keeway? And let me know what part of the country you're from. If you're from the UK, what do you use? If you're from the States, you know, what do you use? I'm sure there's going to be legal differences in all states and different countries. So yeah, so he's checked that out, and I'm going to pop down to a motor shop. Hang on a sec. nice and easy, just to get a different bulb, but I won't do that today. Today I just want to have a bit of a freedom with this bike after the oil change. The other thing he's suggested and he's done for me is we checked the lubricant of the clutch, and even though it's been used, it's pulling, so it's not really changing the gears as smoothly as it could have done. So what he's done, he's lubricated all these hands, you know, the hand clutch. He's also lubricated down in the engine, and it feels a lot different. So he's loosened up the clutch on the right side, so on the right hand side by my knee, just put down there is where your clutch mechanism in, and he's actually unloosened it a little bit for me, and it does feel different. So I'm just going to change it now. Oh, that's smooth. That's really smooth. That's good. Right, foot down. Oh yes. Wow, that's that's certainly different. Okay, so the changing from first to second to third, fourth, it's a lot smoother on the foot, and I can feel it. It's a lot more responsive now on this on the clutch. So yeah, definitely when you get your Keeway, or any bike I suppose, but when you get this particular model of Keeway, just get someone to check it over, even if it's brand new. Loosen things up, tighten things up, lubricate, because it sounds of it, yes, it's come out of a factory and it's brand new, but it still needs looking at for safety, etc. Okay, so what was the other thing I said? I didn't mention about the mirrors, sadly, so I'm going to get some different mirrors on here. I haven't got round to looking at it just yet. Oh, it'll come to me in a minute what the next thing I want to talk about. This will be an edit, I'm sure. So I'm on the way to a place called Hengstbury Head again, where I went last time, just to do some practice in a car park. Hopefully there won't be that many cars there. If there is, I'll just turn back and have a ride out somewhere. It's quite breezy out here today. It's very damp. It's not been raining yet, but I can feel a few spits on me. So I've just been aware about it can pour down at some point. Again, I have got my yellows on. They're half yellows, so it's just for visual rather than to stop the water from going onto my leathers. Yeah, a big shout out to Jedi. Thanks for making comments on there, and also Lord. Thanks for making comments on their website recently. It's interesting, some of the questions have come across, and yeah, I've always loved to try and figure things out and come back to you guys. Yeah, going into neutral now is so much better. So I'll test that out when I have the opportunity. I'm not going to do it at the at T-junctions at all. But I'm going to try and use my brake. That's it. find the groove. Pushing it down, that's it. Interestingly, I had a quick look on the website on how the guys who do track racing use their throttle and their handbrake, for their front brake, and I want to learn how to use my front brake a little bit more, with a bit more confidence, to be honest. So I use a lot of my back brake. I can't remember if it was Lord or Jedi was saying, I know, do you put your fingers on the brake, or do you not? There's a car, is there blue lights behind me? Hang on a second, there's got some lights. I can hear some sirens. No, that's fine. Yeah, so what they were saying is they put their hands on this the front brake here, rather than using their back brake a lot of times. And I didn't use it that much, to be honest, because I found it was very difficult to feel. But now my chappies has adjusted my sorry, I just want to concentrate here. Now he's adjusted my grip. You know, he's just basically lubricated it up. It just feels so much more responsive. So when I take my assessment on the, well, it's a little, what's it called? Little practice on the 1st of April, of all days. Hopefully I'll be able to use my front brake a little bit easier, a bit more confidence. Right. Okay, so I'm going to take a left here, checking my mirrors, slowing down the speed, changing the gear, checking, and just rolling on the throttle a little bit, going around, taking off the indicator. Yeah, it feels so much more responsive, that's good. Right, looks like I need to take a second exit here. Yeah, how many hours or how many miles do you guys have on the road on your 125s before you end up looking at doing a DAS? Yeah, again, comments below. I'd be interested to know. Did you do 1,000? Did you do 2,000 kilometers? You know, did you do it straight off the top of your head, just straight away? You know, it'd be interesting to see how many miles people have done on a 125 before they took the DAS. I'm listening into my sat nav right now, which is why I'm not commentating too much. I've obviously missed a turning somewhere. Oh, he's doing that way, is he? Okay. Don't trust anyone. Right. Right, so make sure I give myself plenty of space. So the car behind me, just in case he pots me in front, I've got space to hopefully see his accident and then move out of the way. On idle, my bike is about 2,000 revs. Someone asked me that question before. Right. Yeah, so at the on an idle, this bike is 2,000 revs. I'd be interested to know what it's like now with the oil change, if that makes any difference or not. Yeah, we come down here before, if I remember. Yes, I went wrong before. I turned left. I should have taken the second exit, which is straight on. So checking over, moving over, slowing it down, changing gear, slowing it down, and off the gutch. So going straight up again on here. Just being wary of the space I have. So second exit means I'm going straight over, following the lines of the road. Okay, free to go. I'm indicating anyway because I want to make sure he realises where I'm going. A bit of a bump. Whoop. Okay, got a left turn coming up. So checking mirrors, indicating, slowing it down, selecting the right gear, slowing it down again, checking again. I'm on the clutch there. Stop the indicator. It'd be really interesting to see what my figure 8 is going to be like now. So as I said last week when I had that little assessment, I didn't even finish the first part of the figure 8. It was awful, and it completely smashed my confidence of what I could do. So now I don't have any cones or anything. From memory, one of my friends, big shout out to James, he was the one who took me on the CVT, a really awesome rider, an even better friend and teacher. I think he said it's every 6 meters you have a cone for the figure 8. I haven't got my books with me, so I can't remember what they were. My memory's terrible. So I'm going to try to imagine 6 meters if that's possible, and try to do a figure 8 like that. Right, okay, this looks very familiar. I'm taking a left here. Apart from it being a bit on the cold side, it's actually a very nice day. Now I think, did I go on the second? Or was it this one? I think it's this one. I'm going to indicate anyway. Haven't got a lot of space to go with, unfortunately. Yeah, haven't got a lot of space, so... Okay, so we've arrived now at Hainsbury Head. I've just arrived. I've not even put it into neutral yet. Let's have a look what this neutral's like now. So I'm just going to click it into neutral. It still has a bit of a problem with that one, I think. Right, let's go down to first and then just a little click up. Come on, little click. No. Okay, so it's not the unless, hang on, I might conk it out now. Yeah, I'm going to conk it out there. There we go. That's interesting, look. The neutral is on and yet there's no light. Isn't that great? Well done, Keeway. Okay, so 6 meters. I'm wondering if I take that centre part there, if that would be good enough for 6 meters. Hang on a second. Right, let's do a very quick practice on the figure 8 and then head back, because I'm going to be late for my kids' pickup. Right, so we're in neutral, even though you can't see the neutral, which is, I can prove it in neutral because I can move it around, okay? So clutch in, switch on, in the first gear. Right, let's see what we can do here. What I'm going to try and do is just to be nice and slow. Look where I'm going, look where I'm going, look where I'm going, turn. Look where I'm going, ah, look where I'm going. No, I'm going out too much. I'm sure that's more than... I'm sure that's far more than... Right, let's try the clutch. Right. No, I'm not going to do this. No, foot down. That's good. That's no good. That's better. I'm sure I'm taking it too long, but I'm trying to be as tight as I can. I still feel quite wobbly, so I think what I need to do really is get the get some cones and really know how to practice with these cones. Oh, that's a foot down. That's my right foot down. Let's try again. I've seen this these championships on the internet. These American guys going on these what's it called? These trials with in between all these cones, and they've got these massive American police bikes, these cruisers, and he's switching through all these things really quickly. I think you need to be really confident in your bike. There's a Lex Moto coming up, an L learner. Brilliant. I wonder if he's going to join me with the practice. Maybe not. Well, okay. Right, I've got to stop now. That's a shame. I only did a few times, but yeah, it's going to be easier for me to do this actually with a what's it called? With the cones. So yeah, Right. Okay, so I've tried it with the figure 8. Certainly not good enough because I don't know where I'm doing with the cones, but that's okay. When I go out on the 1st of April, I will do it with the cones with the assessor chappie at Ride On, and we'll go from there.